You ready?
We're indoors now. Indoors.
All right, so we have moved from outside part 1, dark and lightning part 2 to here part 3. Real quick, if you were seeing this for the first time, there's 2 parts before this. And again, our utmost apologies for making this go 3 parts. But we really firmly believe that everyone that makes a comment, they're really, really great, and we don't want to cut that short. So we're doing our best, and we're going to try to figure out a way to make this more expeditious. But for now, we're going to keep rolling. So Carla's going to jump right back into your comments that we left off on.
This one's a long one.
Very long. And it's a long one, and it's a good one. By the way, I owe a quick apology to everyone out there for the second part. The first part I felt okay. The second part, I feel like I just squandered a set. I feel like I got bageled in the set. I feel like I just didn't do anything right. So I'm trying to redeem myself here on part 3.
Okay.
Let's go. Come on.
All right, AJ Malfoy. I'm going to make a case for Novak being the GOAT. This is a very, very long comment. I apologize. Feel free to disagree, but just consider I've done the research and stuff. Federer is one of, if not the first, to be raised in the GOAT debate. Compares Djokovic's best with Federer's, seen in Federer's bar-storming 2006 season, and Djokovic looks to be superior. 2006, Federer finished with a 92.5 record, including 12 titles. Djokovic finished 2015 at 82-6 with 11 titles, and a record of 6 Master 1000 titles, the next best tournament after Grand Slams, compared to Federer's 4 Masters 1000 titles and 2 finals. Both won the Australian Open, Wimbledon, and the US Open in those years. So far, it seems pretty even, and Federer may possibly have the edge. However, Djokovic's record against the top 10 is incredible when stacked against Federer of 2006. While Federer went 19-4 in 2006 against the top 10, Djokovic won a remarkable 31-5. Djokovic had to play 41% of his matches against the top 10, while Federer only had to face 24% of the time. Going further and looking at these records from a top 20 perspective, Djokovic had to face its members 52% at the time, compared to Federer's 35%. Lastly, Djokovic had a 16-4 record against the top 5, while Federer went 8-4. To be fair, you can only beat those in front of you, but Djokovic encounters with the top 20 suggest he has much more level playing field than Federer's. What makes Djokovic's dominance all more extraordinary is that he's had to do it during the golden age of tennis, with the big 3 of Federer, Nadal, and Murray, and most recently Stan Wawrinka, leaders of the pack. Against such formidable oppositions, Djokovic has what no other player can claim, a winning record over all those players, besting Federer, Nadal, Murray, and Wawrinka. Sure, many will contend Djokovic is now beating versions of Federer and Nadal that are past their prime, but these can be said of Federer and Nadal when they consistently beat Djokovic while he was playing the third fiddle in the rankings to the 2 of them. The final result shows who the outright winner is. Where Laver had to only play on grass and clay, Djokovic had to achieve his success on the 2 and hard courts as well, and had arguably the greatest hard grass counter of all time in Federer, and the greatest clay court of all time in Nadal, constantly standing in his way. From a support standpoint, I've never been the one to look too much into the measuring stick for greatness, but it warrants to mention here, given how stark the differences are between Djokovic and the rest of those competing for the title of the GOAT. Laver was in reverse, arguably now more than ever. Nadal captures the hearts of many who support him and feed off his animalistic passion for the contest. Roger Federer, well, he's in his own league. These has arguably never been in someone's world sports more revered than Federer. In 2011, Djokovic's breakout year, Roger Federer finished a global study as the second most respected, admired, and trusted individual in the world. Behind one, Nelson Mandela, yep, that popular. In contrast to all the 3 above, particularly Federer, Djokovic has seldom played in front of a crowd, even remotely on his side. There was a time where genuine hatred for the man, and though it had gradually died down, there is a palpable disliking for the Serb. Many have taken exceptions to his antics. Key among them is his modest comment, "The king is dead," in reference to Federer, and his early tendencies to bounce the ball an extraordinary amount of times before a serve. His shirt-tearing celebration after coming out in the top mammoth 2012 Australian Open final against Nadal was criticized, and his impressions of other players irked some viewers and even some of the players. Despite his efforts off-court in 2012, he won the Arthur Ashe Humanitarian Year of the War in his role for the UNICEF ambassador. Djokovic remains despised by many on the tennis tour. Perhaps timing is his worst enemy, serving as a gatecrasher of the dominance of the 2 most beloved tennis players of all time. Djokovic was effectively on back foot from the start. The Djokovic has succeeded with not only a lack of set support, but a notable desire for him to fail. Leaves his triumphs that little bit more remarkable. Aesthetically, Djokovic will always fall short of his competitors. He doesn't have the finesse of Federer, who hits every shot that could be frozen in time, especially across oil paint canvas. Djokovic's brilliance is more subtle. It appears in flashes every now and then again. Being through the impossible smooth slide across a hardcore, or strike of a backhand down the line with the precision of a sniper. It's worth remembering that Fed is 37, Novak only 31. And with all the boys tour rather than men, Novak will win many, many, many more slams. If he gets to 17 at least, with one more French Open and wins an Olympic gold, he must be considered more widely as part of Federer, if not beyond. I think I lost my...
Usually salute.
I lost my voice on that one.
Usually salute on that one.
I mean, he...
What?
Wow.
Look.
He deserves comment of the year.
Yeah. I don't care what comes in from now until then. Again, my apologies on the second show. I was out of it, hungry, hadn't eaten. She went to the tennis courts with the kids today. I didn't get to go. I had to stay here. I was kind of like zoned out on the second part. First part I think went okay. Second part, but I ate. She's back home. The kids are back. Yeah, let's go. That thing though, let me tell you what. That comment right there was the bomb. Furthermore, forget about everything that he said. There was one sentence in there that was just exquisite. Right? Exquisite sentence. And we had a sniper in it. Can you read me the sniper sentence? Right at the end.
Oh, yeah. He says that Djokovic's brilliance more subtle, appears in flashes every now and then through a impossibly smooth slide across the hardcore and a strike backhand down the line with the precision of a sniper.
Oh, I love that.
Look, I mean...
Hey, let's go! That comment was rocking.
Djokovic does hold block records. Okay, it's impressive the type of seasons that he's had. You have to respect that. Reading it from AJ Malfoy, what he's saying, I mean, I have to look at it a little bit. You know, yes, I mean, he's 31, Federer is 37. I don't think that he'll catch up to 20. I think it's too late. It'll be tough.
All right,
so I think he can win many, many, many more? Yes, I do.
And we've got a whole segment written on...
The Olympics don't matter to me. Not until Djokovic has done so much, he will be a legend.
But we got a segment.
He'll be in the Hall of Fame.
We got a segment written on that.
Do we want to talk about this later?
Yeah, I got a whole segment written.
Okay, so we'll talk about this later.
Then we're gonna go to part 4, and someone sent us a message earlier that was like, you're gonna go 4 parts today.
But this was well written.
We've been trying to dodge that.
So this is well written, and we'll talk about this comment.
We can probably go 4.
Okay, hopefully not, because the kids are gonna kill me.
They are. Let's go. Come on.
Okay, well, Kane, I'm sorry, I'm pronouncing your last name.
Okay, let me check it out. So I got. Whoa, where are you at?
No, he's just.
Yeah. Okay.
Kane, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your last name. Servajanovic. Wow, just wow. It's always nice to meet likes who one can appreciate finer things instead of greatness. I'm saving this one, he said.
No, is that the first time you read one of his comments?
Yes.
That must have came in later because he dropped some bombs later.
So, the next comment comes from a new viewer called Dark Knight.
Come on.
He says, there's a reason why Fed, Joker, and Nadal won 50 of the last 54 Grand Slams. They make it so hard for any other player to break through at the slams. Djokovic will be the GOAT when he retires. Just my opinion. And this will be about what you have written down here. So I guess we'll respond to all, because this is all going to be about that.
Yeah, a lot of these comments. By the way, Dark Knight, welcome. Usually salute the whole Federer wave and the whole almost deal. Great stuff. Here upcoming, I think we've read about 7 or 8 comments about greatest of all time.
We'll talk about this.
And I think we're going to try to put together something that maybe is objective that everyone may or may not agree with, but hopefully maybe meet in the middle.
Well, then Stimpy comes in and says, I want to put this as a comment, not a reply, guys. Sorry for the inconvenience. This is important. Number of Grand Slams, 1 isn't everything in tennis. There are Masters 1000. Then Nole has more than Federer, 4 more. And the number will rise in the future. That will have a huge margin. Something to think about, Carla, smiley face. Also about Nadal, Federer, and Novak have Davis Cups. 1, I think, and 3 have an Olympic medal. By the way, there's another Olympic tournament coming behind the corner. That's just another chance for a gold medal. Also, if Nolan wins the Cincinnati's Master 1 more time, he would have done the Golden Masters.
That's impressive.
Winning all the 1,000 tournaments twice. What an achievement it would be. Also, if he wins Roland Garros next year, he would win every single tournament in the game. And finally, Nolan would have... I think I read this already. He must have repeated it twice because I've read it before.
Okay.
I've read it before, yes.
Sounded good to me.
It sounded good. It definitely sounded good, but I've read this twice already. Because it says here, if Nolan wins Cincinnati one more time, then he would have done the Golden Globes.
I think we read that in the car today.
No, we did. I read this before.
All right.
But he's saying he has a better head-to-head with Nadal and Federer and the other players who won against Federer 24 times. Until now, of course, I'm sure there's a lot more victories. By the way, thank you for being such a tennis patriot.
There you go.
Before.
Good comment. I love that comment.
Okay, so AJ Malfoy says, wow, I love how there's so many Novak fans. Feel a bit sorry for Carla, though. I'd go mad if I was the only Novak fan against a group of Fed fans. Haha. Well, I'm a Nadal fan, so I'm good. I'm sure there's Nadal fans out there. Don't feel sorry for me because there's plenty of Nadal fans. Maybe they're just not, they don't follow anything. I don't know.
Yeah, well, when I met Carla, she used to call Federer sissy boy and crybaby.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
And so let's be real. You can't feel sorry for her because
don't feel bad for me.
She used to drill me about that stuff. So,
don't feel bad. Yes.
Yeah, please don't.
I can take it.
Yeah, she can
Adam
definitely
West
take it.
says Roger needs to hit forehand hard and backhand hard against Novak to beat him.
Yeah, he needs to be more aggressive because
I think he needs a better plan than that.
If his footwork's off, he's going to do something. But yeah, he's going to have a little bit more than hitting the ball harder. His feet need to move faster. His demeanor needs to change. His body language needs to improve. Everything needs to improve. Otherwise, he's just going to lose in maybe the first or second round.
Very true.
But then I heard some theories that, hey, if he would have won that match against Djokovic, then his seeding would have changed, therefore putting him in a more non-beneficial part of the draw. But that's another conspiracy theory for another day, and we won't get into that.
And then Adam West says, will Nadal play when he's 37 years old? No, I don't think so. I think Nadal has a few years left. I don't think he wants to go that far. I don't think he wants to. I don't feel like Nadal has a lot to prove to people. He's content with what he's done.
I think Nadal has 3 years left of French Opens. I think he'll have 3 more years. So next year, there'll be 2019, 20, 21. I think Nadal will play his last French Open in 2021. And maybe not play too much in between then.
Yeah, he will choose his tournament.
I think he's going to try to get his 20.
Yeah, I'm sure. And you know, one thing I watched an interview with Nadal, he wants to get married, he wants to have kids. Novak and Federer both have done that. He has not.
Yeah, Nadal wants his 20. I mean, let's be real. His buddy, best friend, Federer's got 20. And Nadal just staying practiced and match ready can win the French the next 3 years. He doesn't have to do anything else.
Yeah.
No one's going to touch him there. So as long as he stays physically and mentally
he'll
healthy,
probably save himself just for the French Open. And he's happy with that. That's the thing, that he's happy with just that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Federer fan, believe me, but I'm a Djokovic fan too, and I'm a Nadal fan too. I think
you have to admire all of them.
I think if you were left to comment today a little bit later that he was a fan of all, and this is an awesome thing. It's not that our favorite one over the other. They all have different facets of the game that
they all bring something.
They all bring
style.
something,
Yeah.
and because I don't like Djokovic backhand doesn't mean I doesn't like Djokovic. Because I like Federer's backhand better, it doesn't mean they're all such great warriors. And nonetheless, I do agree with someone that said earlier today that if you could choose one person of these guys that you would want to go into battle with, and we'll get into that later, it would be Djokovic. Yeah, Djokovic is the ultimate gladiator, but there are things that each of them bring that are mighty respective in their own way.
Definitely.
All right, let's
well,
go.
Rajesh says Fed is not even just one FO. I don't know what that means.
What?
Just one FO.
Fed is not even just one. I don't know what that means.
Rajesh, can you please elaborate on that comment that you made? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it just says Federer is not even just one FO. It's an acronym for something, and I'm missing it.
Yeah, me too.
All right, let's roll.
Then Rajesh says the only player who's good in all surfaces is Novak. No argument in that. Nadal's also, and then Dark Knight comes in and says Nadal is also good on all surfaces. 3 U.S. Opens, 1 Australian, 2 Wimbledon. That ain't too shabby. And then Rajesh says Dark Knight agreed, but not from the beginning. But Novak played good, and his sliding on all courts was amazing. What I gotta say something about that, Rajesh. His sliding is gonna give him a bad injury.
It's dangerous.
He's gonna. That's why I don't think he'll play to 37.
It's dangerous.
Sliding and using your ankles like that is gonna take a toll on him very soon. Don't be surprised if he gets an injury that ends his career shorter than what you think.
Quick fact, and this isn't conjecture, and this isn't a story. This is
not good
fact.
for tennis.
I want to say 22, 23, and this was clay. And let's say I was semi-comfortable sliding on clay, but sliding on clay is usually a little bit more forgiving than even sliding on a hard court. And I had a brutal left ankle injury sliding. I mean, it went from slide, all of a sudden the shoe caught. I mean, buckle. I didn't break the ankle, but I promise you, after I left the emergency room, I was hoping that it was broken. My father was there. It was a really brutal injury, and Djokovic does this time and time again. Is it cool to see and amazing? Yes, but as that body ages, just that one time when he slides on that hard court, and that shoe catches.
I don't recommend that for any junior to copy him on that movement. That is not safe. That is not good. One day he's gonna get injured and regret that he slides.
I hope it doesn't happen. I'm just saying that is a very, 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 very dire circumstance.
I wouldn't do that.
And it happens often. So
no,
anyway, maybe he's superhuman.
And you know what? Halep does it too. She better be careful.
Halep does it too. Yes,
better be careful.
That's a good call.
She does the same thing. Not good on a small body like that.
And I've seen Ernestus Gulbis do it a lot, and somehow they get through it. But
it just happens to be one time that you get unlucky.
It's like you're a slide, and it's all of a sudden a quick tweak slide, quick tweak, it happens so quickly. Split slide. I mean, it's
good sound effects, man.
It's instant, and it's absolutely brutal. You don't want it, and unfortunately, I think that Djokovic eventually may run into that if he doesn't watch that sliding on a hard court.
I don't see him doing that at 36. Just saying.
Watch out for that.
All right, new viewer, new message. Kane.
Let's go, Kane.
He says, I don't know if anyone hates Fed. I don't think anyone does. Tennis fan space, especially now when he seems like he outgrew his notions of grandeur. Novak fan here, full disclosure. I love Fed. I love his game. I think he's a credit to history of sports anywhere, anytime. That being said, Novak is a different animal. And for us to see the sport as a competition / battle / war, Novak is it, with Rafa close next. Anywho, good luck to all of them, and may Novak win.
Let's go. Let's go, Kane. Came in and brought noise.
I mean, I think a lot of the viewers do hate Federer.
I like that comment.
He says he doesn't hate it. That's good to hear because, we shouldn't hate Federer. I mean, he's made history in tennis, you know?
I like that comment.
And as far as the gladiator, if I had to pick my person to go to battle with, those two I would pick over Federer, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Hey, look. Did not Djokovic and Ivanovic and Jankovic, these three Serbian players, did they not, during times of really hardship, did they not, help to stay match ready by hitting tennis balls against bombed out swimming pools?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about.
The only one that had a very successful career, as we know, is Novak.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ivanovic
won a major.
She won one, and her tennis career went.
And Jankovic can fight.
She's almost close to retirement.
Let's go. Shoot, fires me up talking about it. Let's go.
Okay, AJ Malfoy said just.
Wait a minute, time out.
I want to get through this.
Let's say we bring our kids to a bombed out swimming pool in Eastern Europe and see what they learn from that. I bet you they learn to fight.
They do.
Let's go.
You find any way to train. That's just reality. When I lived in Dominican Republic, I had no tennis courts, so I hit against the wall of the house.
Nothing comes easy.
Yeah.
Nothing comes easy.
All right, AJ Malfoy says, just to add, I don't hate Federer as a person, but as a tennis player, what he represents. He seems like a decent human, as most tennis players are in regards of women's players. Sadly, I only get to see them in the slams of TV, and Sky Sports only covers the men, and BT Sports covers women. But I can't afford PT Sports. So I don't know too many names, but I think Steffi Graf is the female GOAT because she retired in her early 30s. But had so many slams while Serena's 36 and 1 or 2 slams ahead, I don't think anyone has been able to get head-to-head with peak Serena in years. I wish in the men's game there were big 3 in women's tennis would be so much interesting. I'd probably watch it more. Right now I don't have a female player. Just want to see good women's matches.
I love this comment. Who wrote that?
AJ Malfoy.
All right, so AJ Malfoy was talking about the channel. He didn't want to pay for it.
Or he couldn't afford to pay for it. So that's sad that they have to split the channels.
Malfoy, I'm with you on this one, bro. That's heartfelt. AJ Malfoy, he brought the big comment a little while ago and then brought that one. Let me tell you what. We have the tennis channel here. No disrespect to them. I'm not even going there. I don't even care. I'm just saying that's what we have. We see men's doubles, men's singles, and sometimes we see nothing with women.
No.
We entertained the idea of doing the Tennis Channel Plus, but we realized how much it was, and they don't show women. It's just more doubles, and there's a sprinkling of the rest, but we couldn't afford it either. Again, with 5 kids, and there's no way.
And why should we have to pay extra to see women play?
Yeah, and why should we have to pay extra? So nonetheless, Malfoy, your comment here, and then I feel you. I feel you on a personal level with you can't afford to pay for it. Right there with you.
And that's sad that they can't show women tennis, that they're making people pay. Well, someone named BWA, B
That
dog.
dog 02. That's
said-
a new person.
Yeah, if you saw, he said to AJ, if you saw Sloan versus Halep or Halep versus Kerber.
B dog 02. B dog 02.
If you saw Sloan versus Halep or Halep versus Kerber or Sloan versus Kvitova or Burton's versus Halep, Key Serena, that's all good tennis. Even tossing Carolina anywhere.
Sure.
All right, we're getting to
He's
the
right.
end. We're getting to the end here. Dark Knight says, as to heavily debate the GOAT argument, even though I believe the slam count carries a lot of weight, it's not to be all end of all the discussion. That's a ton of statistics that are in play when determining the greatest of all time. Slam count, win ratios, and percentages, competitions, head-to-head, records, all surface, etc. You guys do keep an open mind, which is like I'm doing here. Great job analysis. Keep up the good work. Cheers. Next comment. Kane says, I love this lady. She's making good points, but we know these points already. Let me offer you this, ma'am.
Got a man.
Djokovic, step
Let's
up.
go, Kane.
Djokovic,
Got a
step
man.
up.
Hey, man.
Djokovic, shh. Let me finish, Justin.
Come on, ma'am.
I've never been called ma'am. I don't like that, but okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't like that. That's a South thing, but no. I'm from New York. Djokovic stepped on the stage where the tennis world was already firmly divided between Federer and Rafa. Everything about tennis fans, marketing, sponsors, the machine was about Fed-Rafa rivalry. And Joker comes in, a rough, tenacious kid from Serbia, of all places, and goes against all of that.
Let's go.
Fed in the prime, Ram at the prime, tennis fans, tennis business, machine, tennis analysis, everything and anything, a kitchen sink. Aside from Serbian fans,
Throw the kitchen sink at him.
Novak had nothing aside from a tennis genius to draw from, and everything and anything against everyone to go against. And this kid prevails. He smashed his wall like Alexander cut through the knot.
Come on.
I have so much love for him and Fed and Rafa because they are a survivor and a winner. He didn't back down. He didn't get starstruck. He didn't falter. We were all privileged to watch him and three share the stage. It was never like this, and I'm sure when we'll see something, I'm sure we'll never see something like this. So Novak, yeah, Novak is for me.
Let's go.
Thank you for saying that I have good points. I'm glad. I love that you're a Novak fan, but I'm a Nadal fan. Sorry. And I'm a Wawrinka fan, and I'm sorry. I can't go with your boy.
You basically said you're crazy, man. You're crazy.
I'm not crazy.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
But I do get it that Novak has it a lot tougher than Rafa and Roger. Yes, people have hated him more. You know, they have looked to pick on him for certain things. He's had a tough road, so he's had to prove himself a lot.
Agree.
I agree with that. Yes, I can't.
Well said, bro.
I agree with that.
Well said.
Okay, but Dog says men's side Nola wins. Nadal out in quarters.
What's the name?
But Dog 02.
B dog 02.
B Dog 02. I'm sorry. He said men's side Nola wins. Nadal out in quarters. Stop dreaming. Stop dreaming. How can he say Nadal's gonna be out in the quarters?
Could be.
No way.
He could be.
Fed put in the semis. How could you put Nadal before Federer?
Well, I still think the fluke match was the other day.
He says, I love Sloane Stephens. I love her to win again. That's not happening. Kerber, that's not happening.
We're going to get into that.
Kerber might be cause a sneaky upset. Halep has to have mentally challenged by her coach to win, but she might still have a great chance. Vika and Maria are done. Cook, fried.
We're going to get into this.
Madison Keys and Kvitova are done my dark horses. Serena might make it to the semis. Venus to the quarters. Good predictions.
I like it.
Good predictions. He said that Vika and Maria are done. Cook and fried.
Cooked and fried.
He said they're cooked and fried.
That was Kane again?
That was the dog.
Oh, so
he said they were cooked and fried.
So we have Malfoy, we have B-Dog02, and we have Kane that have brought some serious heat.
I can't believe you said Vika and Maria are cooked and done.
Cooked and fried. All right.
Okay, we're up to the last one.
All right, let's go.
Are you guys doing a show today? Yes, we are.
Come
We're right
on.
here. And then he says, just to say, Stan made it to the Roland Garros final 2017, got beat by Nadal.
Yeah, we were
Well,
watching.
we were talking about 2016.
Yeah, we were watching in
anything before that.
2016, and they were saying the first. So it happened. Yeah, this was a predecessor of the comment.
So we're done.
All right. So look, we're gonna try to get this done in 3 shows. Do we go 4? She's gonna put me outside.
Well, I got a little baby that's waiting for me, so.
First of all and foremost, standing ovation for Carla.
Why? I think the standing ovation should be deserved for AJ Malfoy.
No, wait, no. Standing O, that's comment of the day.
Oh,
I'm
but I
doing
had to
standing
read.
O. You lose the train of thought.
AJ made me read a lot today.
She read like 150 comments.
I feel like I read a book.
Let's go, Carla. Let's go. The part 1 I had fun. Part 2 I'm used to talking a lot, and she like owned it and read the whole thing, and I was just like at the end of it I was like, wow. And we went and ate and fed the kids, and I said, Carl, you think that was okay? I feel like it wasn't right. She was like, no, it was just me talking the whole time. And I realized she was reading questions for 30 minutes. And then we just got into now, and we're like 15, 20 minutes into this, and she just finished. So number 1, great work reading.
Thank you. Well, I mean, a lot of these viewers, I'm impressed with what they wrote and the facts they came out with.
Let's go.
Very impressive. AJ, Kane, impressive. Rahesh, impressive. Kia, impressive. New viewers, Dark Knight and Badog. We had
Don't forget about Stimpy Boy.
Stimpy Boy. We also had
Wayne and
The
Chia.
Look. Wayne and Chia. There was a few more that we're missing.
Look, there's a whole lot. At the same time, oh my goodness. It was a whole...
Summon was...
Yeah,
really...
Summons 256.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And there was another one, too. That was Kane. So we got it. All right. So...
Oh, and then the new viewer from yesterday, Mikhail...
Mahalo Papa.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, it's really cool that she does all that and at the same time goes toe to toe with all you guys because you guys bring some real pain.
Look, I like the challenge. I love the challenge that you guys.
You guys bring pain.
You guys bring, because no matter what you say, you're not gonna convince me about. Well, we'll go into the GOAT thing.
You have to respect that though. When a lady can come in and just not take smack and just give it right back to you, it's impressive. I welcome the competition because I like to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyway,
I'll let you talk in this one. I got a lot to say too, but I think you'll probably say most of what I'm going to say
about what?
About the GOAT.
All right. So anyway, lastly, Carla, you can play doubles with me anytime.
Thank you.
I'll be more than happy. We were talking about. I think Kane mentioned who would you want to go battling with. If you had to pick someone, I guess in tennis that you wanted to go into battle with, like your partner to go into battle, I'll take her any day. I don't care who it is. I'd take her because I would take you.
Thank you.
We'll take her.
As well.
Minefield.
I'm ready to destroy.
I don't care. We'll get it done, and if not, then oh well. We'll see what happens after that. But nonetheless, I would take you to battle any day. Soldier. All right? Got that?
Yes.
Let's go. Soldier stuff. Seriously, I'd take her to battle any day. Doubles.
Okay, I know Serbians are tough and everything, but one thing you guys have to learn is New Yorkers are the same way.
All right, big thing right here is I have to give out a comment of the day. That's what we like to do. Comment of the day, comment of the day, comment of the day.
Definitely.
There was a comment of the day I wrote in at the very beginning of the day, and that was from, or not the beginning, the middle, and that was AJ Malfoy, because he brought a whole bunch of personal stuff that I can feel, and also he brought a really long dissertation that wasn't just bogusness or opinionated stuff. It was like real, and I felt that too.
He almost changed my mind, honestly.
At the same time, Kane came in new and brings like this whole gladiator mentality that I just really soaked up and loved. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything real quick. Okay, yeah, one last. Yeah, so here, where I'm leading up into is you have like a tie right there. You got a tie. Everybody, there's a ton of.
I mean, there's great comments, but I think AJ. I'm sorry, to me, AJ took it.
I'm not done. I'm with you. I agree with you. So, I think that Kane and AJ had this, fifth set, no tiebreaker, and it was like 59-57 or 58-57 in the fifth, and I had to sit back and realize how much time it had to take Malfoy to write his initial.
He thought about it. He found the facts.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I was humbled when I got done reading it, and then when I read the thing about the tennis channel, and then the other one, and he couldn't pay for it because I could feel that same type of thing in my home. It was deep. So I'm giving Malfoy comment of the day.
I mean, that was impressive. AJ Malfoy, you almost got me to change my mind about Novak. I mean, I'm starting to respect Novak a lot more and appreciate for what he's done in tennis. I really do. I mean, I guess I should cut the guy some slack. He has been through a lot, and he didn't come with the silver. He didn't come with a silver spoon. He had to fight his way through.
Great job, Malfoy. Seriously, great job. Today's been a heck of a day, and I must say that this is about to be a record day because I just realized we have to go to part 4. What do you hit me for?
Justin.
See this? See, this is what I put up with. I'm trying to do good things, trying to do big things.
Come on,
she hits me like that. They saw this?
My kids are going to get a heart attack.
It's only been like 4 minutes.
Okay, well, let's make the others.
Look, I gotta finish up a topic, and we're gonna retire that.
Oh my gosh, did you really write that much?
Yeah, it's not that much. We're just gonna walk out there and have kids yelling all the time.
It's 10 o'clock here. They have to go to bed. But let's finish it. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Huh?
You know what the funny thing is that he's saying, "Come on." I'm the one that sleeps later. I'm the one that gets up earlier. I'm the one. And you're saying, come on.
Yeah, you're the one. You can't even play tennis.
Play tennis?
What?
I can run circles around you.
Because my leg hurts.
Without that.
You're right. I'll let you win every time we play. Oh, I forgot. You got me distracted. So we're going to part 4. First time ever. Let's go, part 4. Come on. Let's go. Part 4 coming up.